Angel Reese, going home to her alma mater, LSU, plays against the Brazilian national team in front of 6,373 people. 6,373 people. This is an arena that holds 13,000.
Happens when a self-proclaimed draw in women's basketball returns to her championship alma mater. You'd expect packed stands, thunderous applause, and tickets impossible to find. Right, Angel Reese's LSU homecoming showed something entirely different.
Angel Reese fans, LSU fans, all of you who tell us, oh my God, what a big superstar. Oh my God, transcendent. Oh my goodness, generational. Oh my goodness, so on and so forth. You guys do all the talking, all the yapping. Twitter fingers turn to can't even show up and buy ticket fingers.
Despite dirt cheap ticket prices and the nostalgic return of a national champion, the Pete Maravich Assembly Center was half empty for the Chicago Sky's preseason game against the Brazilian national team. The same building that once roared for Angel Reese during her LSU days fell silent when she returned as a pro. So, was it all just smoke and mirrors? I thought people tuned in for her too. What did Angel Reese's mom and new coach, Tyler Marsh, have to say about it all? And if you ride with Caitlin Clark, drop a CC is the GOAT in the comments. Let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna eat good this year. How about another McBrick? Bang! Your local McDonald's, you can order the Angel Reese special, you can get the combo meal, you get the bang bang! Hey, get her a credit card, with the reward points, cause she loves to travel! Bang!
What happens when a national champion returns home? For most stars, it's a celebration. Fanfare, packed stands, and enough energy to power a small city. But for Angel Reese, it was something else entirely. Remember when she boldly declared that she was the reason people watch women's basketball, right alongside Caitlin Clark? That claim echoed across sports media for weeks. Reese positioned herself as just as much of a draw, suggesting fans tuned in for her just as much as they did for Clark. It was a bold statement, one that set the bar sky high for her return to LSU.
Angel Reese is now quoted as saying, "I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person." She refuses to say Caitlin Clark's name. "It's because of me too, and I want you to realize."
The Chicago Sky scheduled a preseason matchup against the Brazilian national team at Angel Reese's alma mater, the perfect setup for a homecoming. A national champion returning to the very place where she etched her name into history. On paper, it should have been a slam dunk for attendance. But the reality? The turnout told a very different story.
A lot of Angel Reese fans are not basketball fans, and they are proving it. They proved it last night without a shadow of a doubt. That was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen.
The Pete Maravich Assembly Center holds over 13,000 fans at full capacity. During Reese's college days, those seats were regularly packed with a sea of purple and gold. But for her professional return, just over 6,000 fans showed up. Less than half the arena. Entire sections sat visibly empty, a stark contrast to the electric crowds she once commanded.
They did not even halfway fill that place up last night. So the narrative about people are watching for Me Too, people are showing up for Me Too, that narrative is, don't let anybody try to blow smoke up your ass.
What makes it even more surprising? The ticket prices. Fans could get in the door for as little as $11 on some resale sites, cheaper than most movie tickets these days. And yet, even with pricing that accessible, thousands of seats remained empty.
Over 6,800 seats still available, and some people were saying, by the way, that literally there were some $15 tickets out there.
Social media was quick to notice the attendance issue. "Yo, it's empty in there," one user posted. Another wrote, "Angel Reese fans couldn't even sell out LSU's arena for her return, and tickets were dirt cheap." The cameras couldn't hide it. As they panned across the arena, empty sections told the story loud and clear. This turnout raises serious questions about Reese's marketability. She's landed major endorsement deals and positioned herself as a face of women's basketball. But when it came time to fill her home arena at bargain prices, she fell short. The gap between her perceived star power and the actual turnout is impossible to ignore. The empty seats stand in direct contrast to her bold claim that she's one of the main reasons people watch women's basketball. If that were true, wouldn't her homecoming have been the hottest ticket in Baton Rouge? The numbers speak for themselves.
I'm going to point this out because Angel decided to come out and she said, I'm going to play the victim. Or, well, the victim, yeah, and the villain. People are watching for me too. No, they're not. No, they're not.
As photos of the half-empty arena spread across social media, the criticism came fast, and it didn't take long for the conversation to explode. But the response didn't come from Angel Reese herself. Instead, it came from her mother, and it only added fuel to the fire. When fans pointed out the glaringly empty sections at LSU, Angel's mom jumped into the Twitter fray with a defensive comeback that missed the mark. Rather than addressing the disappointing turnout head-on, she chose to shift the focus elsewhere, dodging the real issue and stirring even more backlash.
Angel Reese's mother has gone on the offensive and called out Caitlin Clark fans for pointing out attendance. And I just don't see the point in this. I don't see the point in this.
Her exact tweet read, "That certain fan base looking in the stands celebrating attendance, while others are looking up in the rafters celebrating championship banners. We ain't the same. Different year, same haters. Have a great day." It wasn't subtle. Everyone knew exactly which certain fan base she was referring to, Caitlin Clark's. The tweet came off as both defensive and dismissive. Instead of addressing the legitimate surprise that a hometown hero couldn't even fill half an arena, Angel Reese's mother attempted to shift the narrative. By comparing attendance numbers to championship banners, she created a false equivalence, sidestepping the core issue while taking an indirect shot at Reese's biggest rival and her fan base. And for many, that only made the optics worse.
There is no argument to be made. We heard it from Chinea Wumake as well. We've heard it from a lot of people. Like, there's no argument to be made that there is a needle. There is a needle.
The problem? The tweet only drew more attention to the very issue she tried to deflect from. Social media users quickly highlighted the glaring contradictions. One fan fired back, "Her daughter playing in that empty arena got her so tight she had to take a swing at us. I'm in tears."
Literally got a parent of a player in the WNBA flexing winning a college ring, while instead of, because people are calling out attendance. These people are calling out attendance, and the only reason people are calling out attendance is because Angel said the whole "people watching for me too."
Others pointed out the uncomfortable truth. Wouldn't it be more helpful if you directed your hate at how LSU games were packed this year? But this game was not. This perfectly captured the central issue. During Reese's college days, LSU consistently packed the house. So why couldn't her WNBA return generate the same level of enthusiasm?
People have not shown up to watch her play basketball, and that is a fact. Like, people do not really show up to watch Angel Reese play basketball. And I do think that there's a reason for it, but I do think that can be that's something that you can mention when the "people are watching for me too" statement has come out of her mouth.
The mother-daughter defensive stance backfired spectacularly. Instead of silencing critics, it only amplified the conversation about Reese's actual drawing power. The championship banner argument held little weight in the professional context. College achievements don't automatically translate to WNBA stardom. More troubling, the attempt to deflect attention only highlighted the gap between perception and reality. If you need to remind people of past glory when current attendance is disappointing, you've already lost the argument. The Twitter defense became a perfect microcosm of the larger issue at play. For all the talk about being a major draw in women's basketball, the empty seats told a different story. And no amount of deflection to championship banners could fill those vacant spots in the stands.
The second you go to college, what you did in high school doesn't matter. The second you set foot in the pros, what you did in college does not matter.